the peril in which your thoughts parade before the public. Cheerful greetings to all the viewers of this video. It's me, Navraj.
And I am Siddha.
Siddhan, do you know why we are gathered today?
Yes, of course. We are here to celebrate English Language Day. Every year on 23rd April, we celebrate English Language Day in order to mark the birth and death anniversary of the famous poet William Shakespeare.
Shakespeare was not just an English playwright, he was also a great poet, actor, and he was the greatest writer in the English language and was the world's greatest dramatist. He is often known as the England's national poet.
Let's present the students of class 9 to tell us some common sentences that we use in our day-to-day lives.
Hello everyone, my name is Vasvi Jain and I am the student of class 9 from Police DAV Public School, Ludhiana. As you all know, today is English Day and I think we need to enhance our English skills. So, some of my friends will give you some English sentences which we can use in different situations. As I find many of us using less English sentences. So, these sentences will surely help you to conversate in a better way with your friends and families. So, let's begin.
Hello everyone, my name is Lavanya. Today I will tell you 5 English sentences that we use in our daily life. So first sentence is, hey Sam, good to see you. If you haven't seen a person for a little while and you see him or her, suddenly you can say that, hey there, good to see you. So second sentence is, lovely to meet you. This is what you say to someone when you meet for a first time. You can say that, lovely to meet you. Third sentence is, how is it going? How is it going? Now there it is specifically just a phrase that you, instead of saying how are you, so when you meet someone you can say that, how is it going? Fourth sentence is, I don't think we have met before. Suppose you are in a party and you see a person. You have been not introduced to that person. You can go after them and extend your hand and you can say that, I don't think I have met before. I am Lavanya. So the last sentence is, sure sounds like fun. This is something you say to someone when you want to get together or in a party or in a movie or something else. You can say that, sure sounds like fun. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello, myself Gargi from 9th. Today I'm going to talk about the situation when you head out with someone and end up visiting a restaurant or a coffee shop, but you are a bit reluctant. You are saying, hey, how am I gonna make that conversation with the restaurant staff? Don't worry, I've got these 5 perfect sentences that are gonna make you sound way too cool at that point. So let's begin. Could we have a table for 2, please? Here, notice the could and the please. Could we have a table for 2, please? You can also say, can we have a table for 2, please? But could sounds more polite. Yes, please. Now, waiter comes by and says, ma'am, sir, would you like to have some water? Yes, please. What would you recommend? Now, you go to a restaurant and look at the menu, but you can't really decide what you should order. So you can go ahead and ask the waiter, what would you recommend? That way, you'll get to know which are the most popular dishes at that restaurant and you can order one for yourself. Can we have 1 portion of baked vegetables and 2 coffees, please? Now, whenever you want 1 of something or 2 of something, you say, can I have 1 portion of this and 2 portions of this? And I know technically it is 2 cups of coffee, but saying 2 coffees is also good. And here, notice the could and the please. Now, the last sentence is, can we have the check, please? You can also say, can we have the bill, please? But check sounds more polite.
Hi guys, my name is Chuninda and I am the student of class 9 from Police DAV Public School, Ludhiana. So today I'll be sharing some of the sentences that we can use to end up our conversation or to wrap up our conversation. So let's get started. Our first sentence is, alright guys, I need to head out. It was great connecting. This is the sentence you can use when someone has invited you and you have to end your conversation. So you can use this. Alright guys, I need to head out. It was great connecting. Our second sentence is, hey fox, I better get going. I have a long day tomorrow. So you can use this sentence in the similar situation, or you can also use this sentence to end any video chat or to end any Zoom call. Our third sentence is, thanks for having me over. So this is the sentence you can use when someone has invited you for a dinner or for a lunch or somewhere else. So you can say at the last of your meeting that, thanks for having me over. Our fourth sentence is, feel free to call me if you want to hang out. This is another sentence you can use when you just met someone and you have to say bye to that person. You want to say bye to that person, but you are happy to meet that person again. So you can use this sentence. Our last sentence is, see you, have a good one. And for my side also, see you, have a good one. Thank you.
Good morning, Rajan.
A very good morning, dear Sahaj.
Can you assist me?
I am always there to assist you. But how can I assist you, please?
I want to learn some English sentences.
It's a great need.
Do you know today is English Day and this is great time to learn.
Wonderful. So let's begin.
So Rajan, here is my first question. How can I complain to someone if I am getting late due to someone?
You can say, you made me late.
But how can I instruct to someone to not to disturb me?
You can say, don't interrupt me.
Rajan, sometimes teacher's voice get cracked. So how can I inform her?
You can inform her by saying, ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Oh yes, sometimes at my home milk tastes sour. So what can I say?
You can say in an effective way that milk has curdled.
How to praise someone with great spirit?
You can say, that's the spirit.
How to describe when chapatis get dried out?
You can say, bread has stalled.
Sometimes in my online classes, my data came to an end. So how can I inform to my teachers and my friends?
You can say, I have ran out of my data.
When I see something dangerous, so what can I say?
You can say, I freaked out.
Thank you, Rajan.
Thank you, Saj, and it's my pleasure always.
So stay safe
and keep learning. Have a nice day.
So, I hope you will use these sentences in your daily life. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Friends, we usually make mistakes while speaking English. So now, the student of class 10th is going to make us aware about the common mistakes we make while speaking English.
Fluent in a particular language is the most important task. But other than fluency, accuracy is also an important part. So, hey everyone, I am Rishita of class 10C and today I am here in front of you all to tell you about the common English errors which we all make in Indian English. So, let's get started. First mistake that is so common among us when we introduce ourselves to a new person by saying, myself Rishita and nice to meet you. Here, myself is a reflexive pronoun and we don't use a reflexive pronoun while introducing ourselves. So, cut myself and simply say, I am Rishita or my name is Rishita. Its most frequently done mistake is when we say that he is my cousin brother or she is my cousin sister. Here, we don't use brother and sister in this sentence because he subject already tells us about the gender and he belongs to boys. So it tells us that he is a boy or she is a girl. So use he is my cousin or she is my cousin. Now, if I ask you, what's your good name? It sounds really good. But here we don't use good. We should eliminate good from this sentence as we use good to describe many things like good taste, bad taste, but you can't taste your name. So simply ask, what's your name or may I know your full name? Moving on to our fifth mistake. We say, I saw a dream last night. Well guys, you haven't seen your dreams with your eyes. It's an imagination which you have imagined from your mind. So we use here, I had a dream last night or I dreamt. We eliminate so. When chatting, most of you have done this mistake by saying that
Don't forget to revert back. Guys, it's wrong. Revert itself means to reply back. So we can't use back with revert. Correct it by saying please revert or don't forget to revert. Similarly, in the case of return, we say I returned back from Shimla yesterday. But it's wrong. Return itself means to come back. So correct it by saying I returned from Shimla yesterday. Mistake. By saying what are you discussing about? Guys, discuss and about are two such things which cannot be used together. We don't use any type of conjunction or preposition with discuss. So correct it by saying what are you discussing, as we are not discussing about something, we are discussing. So that's all. Thank you.
Let's learn the usage of the words lose and loosen.
Hello everyone. In English language, the words lose, loose and loosen are easy to monologue. So today we are going to tell you the difference between these three words through short examples. Let's start with the first word, lose. Lose is a verb. When we lost something, we no longer have it or we can't find it.
This is the only key we have, so don't lose it.
Okay.
Next word is loose. Loose is an adjective. That means something is not firmly fixed or can easily be separated.
I've got a loose tooth.
Notice the pronunciation. Lose. Loose. The sound is totally different. Lose end with z sound and loose end with s sound. Lose is an irregular verb. Lose, lost, lost.
What's the matter?
I've lost my passport.
Oh. It's in your hand, dear.
Oh, thank you.
We can use physical objects like passports, glasses, purse, etc. But we can use abstract objects too. Let's see how many lost things you can spot in this conversation.
How did your problem start?
Well, doctor, I lost my job a couple of years ago. I applied for many jobs but couldn't get any. I started to lose heart when nobody offered me a job. I lost my confidence and didn't want to talk to anyone. I think I'm losing my mind, doctor. Doctor, are you listening?
Oh, sorry, I lost my pen.
We found many expressions here. The first one is losing a job. When you get fired, you lose a job. Second one is if you lose your heart, we become discouraged and we lose. And if we lose our confidence, we stop believing in our abilities. Lastly, when we lose our mind, we become crazy. Let's look at the second word, lose.
The mixer is not working.
I think the power cord is loose.
Oh, thank you.
Loose means not firmly attached. If clothes are loose, they don't fit your body tightly. Loose means free to move around. The third word is loosen. It is a regular verb. Loosen, loosened, loosened.
That was a wonderful meal.
I am so full, I have to loosen my belt.
Loosen means to make loose or to untie. So this was all about using loose, lose and loosen in English. Use them or lose them. Thank you and have a nice day.
You know, Siddha, there is a difference between the British and the American English.
Yes, I know. To make it more clear, let's try to discuss some differences between the British English and the American English by the students of class 10.
Morning, I Eliza from USA
And I, Albert from UK.
are going to bring out differences.
Between American and British words. So here's the car. What is this bit at the front?
It's called hood.
And I do call it as bonnet. What is the back of car?
The back of car is known as trunk.
and I do call it as booth. Anyways, while shopping, where do you put your car?
I put my car in parking a lot.
And I do put it in a car park. Where do you store them at a home?
At garage.
Anyways, I do say it garage. And what are these?
These are zippers.
And I do say them zips.
Zips. She is wearing red sweater.
No, it's a jumper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stones and ladders.
Snakes and ladders. In UK, we call it snakes and ladders, and it is one of my favorite game.
This is flashlight.
No, it's a torch. What are these?
These are pants.
No, I will call them trousers.
Cookies. Delicious. My favorite.
No, they are biscuits.
But why biscuits?
Because English is a strange and wide language.
So keep learning
and stay safe. Thank you.
At the end, how can English Language Day be completed without the play written by William Shakespeare? So, we now have the students of class 12 for presenting the play Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar was the greatest warrior of Rome, however his end was very tragic. He was brutally killed by some conspirators who stabbed him into death. But the most horrendous stab was by his best friend Brutus. Conspirators tried to prove to the Romans that Caesar was an ambitious man who wanted to achieve the Roman crown for himself and wanted to enslave the Romans. But Antony, who was the faithful follower of Caesar, swore to avenge Caesar's assassination and turn the Roman mob against conspirators. This speech by Antony is the landmark of Shakespeare's genius with words where, without uttering a single word of reprimand and by using the device of irony, he turned the table on conspirators and raised the mob to mutiny against them. Now, you all will hear the speech of Antony spoken by the students of class 12th.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I came here to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, but the good is oft interred with their bones.
The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered it.
Caesar was my friend, faithful and just to me, but Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captive home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this sin Caesar seems ambitious?
Poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man.
I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man.
I speak not to disprove you what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak. What do I know? You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled, to Brutus based, and men have lost their reason.
O masters, if I were disposed to stir hearts and minds of mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than to wrong such honorable men.
Here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closets. This is his will. It is not fitting, you know, how Caesar loved you. You are not food. You are not stones, but men. And being a man, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you and made you mad.
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all know this cloak. I remember the first time I was Caesar put it on. It was on a summer's evening in his tent. That day he overcame the Nervi. Look, in this place, ran to catch his dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. As he plucked his core steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed it, as rushing out of doors to be resolved. If Brutus, the great Brutus, so unkindly knocked, or no, for Brutus, as we know, was Caesar's angel.
For when the noble Caesar saw him stab, in gratitude, more strong than Praetor's arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart, and in his cloak, muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood, great Caesar fell.
Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen, where I and you and all of us fell down, whilst bloody prison flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the tint of pity. These are gracious drops.
Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honourable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not, that made them to do it. They are wise and honourable, and will no doubt with reason answer you.
I have neither wit, nor words, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech to still man's blood. I only show you sweet Caesar's wounds, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak for me. Were I Brutus, and Brutus Antony, there would be an Antony would ruffle up your spirits, and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise and mutiny.
Without shouting, without accusing, without breaking his promise to Brutus, Antony was successful in inciting the mob and said,
Now let it work, mischief thou art afoot, take thou what course thou wilt.
Wash hands like Lady Macbeth.
Seclude yourself like Miss Havisham. Postpone your task like Hamlet. Eat like Falstaff.
Wear mask like Benedict.
Be proud like Darcy and avoid dancing with disease.
Don't touch or steal others' kerchiefs like Iago.
Unlike Romeo, avoid meeting Julius.
Who wait in the balconies, let them wait till morrow.
Don't wander around like Ulysses. Be wise like Beatrice. Let the west wind blow.
Listen to the nightingales, admire the daffodils.
Stay home.